As a white girl who has dated black guys since the age of 15, I feel like you guys need my perspective on this Shannon Sharpe, because everything I'm seeing is like white women are fetishizing black men. Like the Shannon Sharpe sitch, like the girl said something about, I want your black baby, right? I have had black men come to me and say, I want you to have my black baby. Not, I want you to have my baby. That's the acceptable response. No, I want you to have my black baby. And I have had black men ask me to say very derogatory things in bed. Yeah. So part of it is not that white women are fetishizing black men. It's like the opposite. And I feel like this isn't being talked about, and I don't want to get any hate for this, guys, because this is my personal experience, but I've had more black men than not mention race in our relationship as like a kink. I don't know. I don't even know if that's like the right way to describe it. But there are some black men in this world that I think like want, I don't know if they want to reenact. I don't know if it's like a power trip of like, I don't know, but I just feel like that piece is important to this puzzle.
So, in my opinion, I think it goes both ways, right? But more often than not, we do see a lot of brothers, obviously, in the grand scheme of things. And Umar talks a lot about this whole situation as well. But we see the bros, when they get to a certain status, especially professional athletes like Shannon Sharpe, they tend to deal with white women, right? Wealthy white women don't tend to deal with black men a lot of times, unless they are somehow other wealthy black men. Now, you could talk about Madonna and Kim Kardashian, who's Armenian and white, and you have a few other women out there like what's Seal's baby mama, or Seal's ex-wife, that model. You have other women, but it's certain exceptions. But for the most part, you got the bros who are going after the bunnies as a status symbol, and they fetishizing. And I believe that the white women who deal with bros, who are just regular bros like this woman, are fetishizing them as well. Now, I can get that. And as far as race play, we hear race play all the time in the bed and things like that. And I want you to call me this and all this stuff. And it comes out all the time. Now, as far as being a black man in America, it is going to be a theme. This was illegal once upon a time, dealing with a white woman. Bros have been hung, deleted, all types of things have gone on. So you'd be a fool for it not to cross your mind, even if you were black and growing up in an all-white neighborhood, right? And you never have encountered other black people. You just can't be ignorant to the fact. So of course, black men are going to probably bring it up more. And the fact that your parents probably don't like him, or your family members probably aren't going to like him, which she has a follow-up video which she gets into a lot of these things. But I agree with her at the end of the day. But I think it goes both ways. I do believe that the bros do fetishize the bunnies, and bros will do anything, go above and beyond for the bunnies. And I've seen that firsthand. It's just something about the bunnies. And this is a bleach blonde bunny who's, in my opinion, an average looking white woman. You know what I mean? If that. No disrespect, but bros really don't care what the woman looks like. So let's get into her follow-up video, guys. Let's go.
I'm glad you asked this, because even though I've dated mostly black guys since I was 15, it is not my sole preference. The only thing that I have like around my preference is that I don't date white guys. And a lot of people automatically assume, oh, she just dates, but no, like I will date Asian guys, Hispanic guys, Middle Eastern guys, Indian guys. I will date every other ethnicity besides white. And the deeper that I dig on this, it's definitely childhood trauma. Like, I got made fun of so much in middle school and high school, and I grew up in the whitest state, so it was only like white boys bullying me, right? And I think it like subconsciously created this thing where it's like, I just don't with them. My first boyfriend was white, second boyfriend was black, and the way that people treated me when I started dating the black kid, crazy. The things that they said about me, about him, insane. That kid also ended up getting shot and killed. Like totally random, was like wrong place, wrong time. And I went to a party that summer, and all of the white boys that were at my school were like, oh, like, what did you expect? Like, he's black and he just deserves. And it's like, that stuck with me so fucking hard. I think that was honestly the turning point where I was like, I'm never fucking with a white guy again. Like, there was just this level of like out of touch with reality, out of touch with what women, like any minority, women, people of color, people with disabilities, like there was just this, I think, this privilege that I saw in white men, and not all of them, I'm not gonna like lump them all together, but at least the ones that I grew up with, that like it just completely turned me off. I just could never. It's not to say that I couldn't end up with a white guy, but it's like now I have a mixed kid, and like there are just certain values that I want to instill in her that like I don't know if like a white guy is going to be able to raise her the way, you know what I mean? Like now it's just deeper than that. But that's a long answer.
And at this point, now that you have been tainted and had I'm assuming a black man's child, a white guy is not really going to want you. And even if you didn't have his child, a white dude isn't really going to want to mess with it. White dudes will tell you that. They don't want to deal with a white woman that's already been with the bros and been with a few bros. But this is what a lot of people nowadays, I believe, unless it's a particularly cultural thing, if you're from outside of the United States, that when you are bullied or treated a certain way or you are rejected by your own people, you tend to flock to other people, right? You go where you're appreciated, not where you're tolerated. We always say this on this channel when we talk about you guys, whether you guys decide to deal with bunnies, Latinas, Asians, you go where you're appreciated. You go where you're treated well. You don't try to fight for someone's love that doesn't really like you. And if she felt that way, that she felt like she was treated better and she wasn't judged by being with the bros, then so be it. And I think that goes the same way with white women. When they do deal with bros, they realize that they don't have to live up to a certain standard in terms of being with a white man. They can be cool, laid back, calm, and just be submissive, which is what the bros are looking for anyway. And probably be treated like which I'm not saying a lot of these bunnies don't get ran through, but get treated like a queen instead of just some woman that's just there just to shut up, be in the house and shut up and take the kids to soccer practice and don't say anything to me. You're just there as just an object because this is something I hit the checklist. I got a wifey for lifey, and that's just that. So yo, this is a complex situation, but if you grew up in America, a lot of people outside of America can't really understand. You know, racism is prevalent. She talks about privilege, and that's something that she recognizes and that some people deny in this country. Even black people deny that white people have privilege. But hey, that's not what this is about. This is about the fact of fetishizing and who we think we're just dealing with them just because it may be taboo or they may be different, and people are intrigued by things that are different at the end of the day. Just being honest with you. So guys, this is a very interesting topic here. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next videos. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I'm the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.